I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. Local public safety officials say a plan is being worked out to move to the next stage of reopening after the COVID-19 shutdown. John Arking reports.
Palm Coast Fire Chief Jerry Forte says that they're looking at a re-entry of employees this Monday, June 15th, which gives them a cycle of what a work week would look like while analyzing what their personal protective equipment needs would be. Then the week of July 7th, they would start to introduce the public back into City Hall.
And one of the best things that we've done is we took the how would you do it out of the system. 3 months ago, we never thought we would go completely automated for permitting and things like that. We have done so much work while people weren't in the building that most people were able to completely keep functioning in their capacity. So while we start to experience what we're going to do opening up on June 15th, that'll give us 2 weeks to get the system in place, make sure the processes are in place, and the employees are centered in the building and they're comfortable with what we're doing. We have to also keep in mind that we have employees that fall into that vulnerable age group or that vulnerable health group that we might have to make conditions for.
Chief Forte says that the governor's task force has told local officials efforts to move to Phase 3 may have to be paused if they start seeing a resurgence because of the increased gatherings in Phase 2. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arkin.
Flagler schools get the guidance they've been looking for from the state in order to reopen schools this fall. District spokesman Jason Wheeler says the process is slow and steady, like the reopening of the economy.
We're slowly opening up our campuses bit by bit, and as we open up a portion of programming, we'll take a look at how that looks, what kind of reaction we're getting, and if things are progressing nicely, then we can open up a little bit more. It's a slow, steady, phased-in method of reestablishing our in-person programs.
Schools plan to reopen in August after virtual learning closed out the year. Palm Coast residents who can't pay their water bills may be able to get some help from the county. City Manager Matt Morton says they've received a grant.
So we did work proactively with the Community Development Block Grant Program, and we will have, effective in July, about $100,000 towards helping low to moderate income, as defined by federal law, pay for utility bills for the coming months. And those funds are available. You can contact through Palm Coast Connect or our customer service department.
While not eligible directly for federal CARES Act dollars due to its population size, Palm Coast could receive as much as $6.6 million of what Flagler County will receive from the state, as Governor Ron DeSantis sends a part of the state's federal CARES Act money to smaller counties and municipalities.
There is an allocation formula that they have, my understanding is preliminarily developed, to transmit some of that CARES Act funding to the municipalities and counties that didn't reach that initial population target. And we are asking that question and trying to get some of those appropriations for our community and for Flagler County and our residents.
CARES Act funding can only be spent on COVID-related expenses incurred between March and December of 2020. An Orlando man is arrested after deputies say he fled a traffic stop and crashed. Tony Magoo has the details.
A Flagler County Sheriff's Office deputy noticed a vehicle traveling on US 1 at over 100 miles an hour around 1 a.m. on Thursday morning. The deputy eventually located the vehicle, disabled, on Kaufman Place. K-9 and the Volusia County Sheriff's Office Air 1 helicopter were called in to assist. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
We're able to apprehend the suspect after we broke into an enclosed porch while the people were sleeping inside.
The suspect, 23-year-old Rico Bernard Ransom Jr., was wet, muddy, and shoeless. Deputies searched his vehicle, located cocaine, other drugs, and drug paraphernalia. What did your men charge him with, Sheriff?
Burglary, possession of cocaine, and other narcotics, and driving on a suspended license. He was taken to the Sheriff Perry Hall Inmate Detention Facility.
For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Tony Magoo.
What should I do ahead of a hurricane?
Flagler County Emergency Manager Jonathan Lord said that impact glass and shutters will help, or there's a new thing. It's called hurricane fabric.
If you harden your home by adding shutters or putting impact glass up or adding that fabric, and if you add special things called tie downs to inside of your roof to help hold your roof down to your walls, even though those things cost money, your homeowner's insurance is mandated to give you significant discounts for adding those things if your home was not built with those.
Lord said to make sure your garage door is ready for hurricane season as well. One big don't, he said, do not put tape on your windows because it won't help. To listen to the interview, download the Flagler Radio app and then go to the Free for All Friday podcast. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.